Welcome to the Shorthand study classes. Get ready for freehand progressive shorthand dictations. At initial stage, some interim order was passed by the appellate court and the process of executing court was stalled for about 2 months on that account. Thereafter, the present petition has been preferred. Arguing the case on behalf of the petitioner, the counsel for the petitioner has submitted that he has no dispute qua the possession of portion D as mentioned in the final decree being given to respondent number 2 star. However, since there is a house spread over all the portions A, B, C and D, therefore, the possession be ordered to be handed over in the presence of a building expert so that no damage is caused to the structure of the house in the remaining portions. No other argument on any legal or factual aspect has been raised by the counsel for the petitioner. On the other hand, the counsel for respondent number 2 has submitted that the petitioner has been waiting for getting possession of his allotted share for the past more than 10 years. The petitioner has been frustrating the effort of respondent number 2 by filing all kinds of objections, pleadings, and the appeals which were not even maintainable to the or to his own knowledge. As a result, respondent number 2 has been deprived of his rightful due. However, respondent number 2 does not even have any objection if a qualified building expert oblique structural engineer is ordered to be present at the time of handing over the possession of his share as portion D to him to ensure that no damage is caused to the remaining portions of the house. The counsel has further submitted that at present the respondent number 2 does not even intend to demolish any portion of the house which comes to his portion of the property. He would only erect a separate oblique separation wall separating his share from the share of the adjoining co-sharer without causing any unnecessary damage and unnecessary demolition in the house. At present, the respondent number 2 would not demolish any portion of the house except that item which comes in between when the wall is to be erected and which is necessary for making a way for entering the house from his own portion. Having considered the argument of the counsel for the parties and having perused the case file, this court does not find any substance in the argument of the counsel for the petitioner. On the contrary, this court finds the repeated mischievous attempts by the petitioner by making frivolous applications and by filing non-maintainable appeals and petitions just to thwart delivery of possession to respondent number 2 of the share and portion which was allotted to him only as per the agreement entered into between the parties which formed part of the decree as such. So far as the claim of the petitioner is concerned, that already stands finalized up to the regular second appeal, which was decided by this court and thereafter finally in the revision petition bearing CR number 790 of 2018, which was again disposed of by this court on the basis of agreement between the parties under which the matter of delivery of possession to respondent number 2 qua the portion D was dealing with separately, and the issue of claim of the present petitioner qua portion A, which comes from the father of the parties, was dealt with separately star. After the said revision petition having been finally dismissed by this court, qua portion D, there was no legal basis, reason, or occasion for the petitioner to obstruct the delivery of possession of the allotted share to respondent number 2 star. However, again, he has filed the present appeal oblique present petition star. A perusal of the orders against which the present petition has been filed does not even show any actionable claim on the part of the present petitioner star. The warrants of possession in favor of respondent number 2 have been issued while the impugned order only for portion D, which already stood upheld even by this court in regular second appeal and the civil revision mentioned above star. The present petition, the petitioner is only trying to take undue advantage of the observations made by earlier revisional court while disposing of the revision petition by way of abundant caution that the possession be divided in accordance with law star. Order issuing warrants of possession is only a step to hand over the possession in accordance with law star. Therefore, any clear-cut idea or by the plea raised by the present petition against delivery of possession of portion D as the share of respondent number 2 is totally unsustainable on all counts star. Hence all his objections qua delivery of possession of portion D to respondent number 2 are hereby rejected star. Respondent number 2 is held entitled to absolute right to get the possession of the portion D by all legal means and by utilizing all processes of law, including the immediate police help star. Para. However, at this stage, even the petitioner seems to have reconciled that all his tricks to be played upon any process of the court stand exhausted. Therefore, he has also not raised any objection qua delivery of possession of portion D to respondent number 2 as such star. His only prayer now is that the safety of the structure of the house be ensured at the time of taking of possession of portion D by the respondent number 2 star. Therefore, a structural engineer be made to be present at the time of delivery of possession of portion D star. However, even this prayer is frivolous star. The portions allotted to the petitioner and to the respondent number 2 are not even abutting to each other star. Share of the petitioner is portion D, whereas the share of the respondent number 2 is portion D star. In between these, there is portion C star. Therefore, although the petitioner does not have any right to insist upon that also, however, as the matter of precaution, it would be appropriate if respondent number 2 attempts to ensure the safety of the structure of the house at the time of taking off the possession star. Since respondent number 2 is not qualified structural engineer, therefore, it would be appropriate if a structural engineer remains present at the time when respondent number 2 takes possession of the property and erects his partition wall to ensure separation of his share from the share of the other co-sharers star. However, as a precautionary measure, it is ordered that while taking possession of the portion D, respondent number 2 shall ensure The presence of a qualified structural engineer shall create the entrance point to the structure of the house from his portion and raise the partition wall in accordance with the advice of the structural engineer star. However, the petitioner should not be entitled to raise any objection qua the position or process or disposition before any court or authority star. Since the matter has been pending since long, therefore, it is also ordered that respondent number 2 shall be entitled to police help at the time of taking of the position and oblique or at the time of raising of partition wall so as to avoid any unnecessary and the Commissioner of Police Jalandhar, if approached, shall ensure the presence of the police help at the time of taking of the position and oblique or at the time of raising of the partition wall star. Let the needful be done within a period of 20 days from the date of receipt of certified copy of this order star. Thanks.